right. What's up, everybody? This is Sir Briggs.
And Chanel.
And we're going to talk about the time that we got stuck in Death Valley.
Rain in Vegas.
It was an unusual time in Vegas because 3 days prior, it had experienced extreme flooding. Our initial goal that day was to drive 2 hours out to Death Valley and see the Milky Way galaxy, but on the way to Pahrump, we realized the weather had different plans.
I've been to Vegas many times. Not once has it ever rained when I was out there.
I ain't never seen rain out here. The time I was out here before, it was dry and dusty.
Now, the weather forecast only showed rain for a 2-hour period, so we assumed that everything was okay. I mean, Death Valley only gets 2 inches of rain a year. I mean, it is known as the hottest, driest region in North America for a reason.
But boy, were we wrong about that.
Road was cut off due to flash flooding that is happening in Nevada of all places. It is raining in Nevada. It is raining in Vegas. A couple of days after the initial flood.
The signs of flash flooding was an unusual sight, but this was Nevada, not Death Valley, so my wife and I weren't concerned at all. After all, the Panamint and Amargosa Range is what keeps the rainfall from even falling in the valley.
So we kept on our journey without any worries.
Then we came across warning sign number 2 when we reached Pahrump.
Now there was an officer who told us we can go through and that the roads was open on the other end, so let's see what happens.
Look at that car. That car is flooding itself trying to do it. Do you want to turn back around? Or just slow?
You can see the nervousness on my face.
Oh Lord, this person's an asshole. This is crazy. But they closed that other road down and they let this one keep going.
Right.
What the hell? Oh man, these adventures.
It was at this point we had to decide whether to turn around or take an alternate route into Death Valley. So we chose to enter the park an hour north through Beatty into Stovepipe Wells.
We were already 3 hours into our drive, so there was no turning back now. We see all these cars coming towards us and no cars going in the same direction as us, but we continue going.
We reached Beatty and things began to look more promising. We haven't seen any signs of flooding, so we figured the worst was behind us, so we continued on our way to Mesquite Sand Dunes as planned.
Then I get a text message saying a flash flood warning is in effect for this area until 7:45 p.m. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order.
I mean, what would you have done at this point? We were within breathing distance of the park, so what would you have done after 4 hours of driving to a destination and being within 10 minutes of it?
Keep on going, because when we gonna come back? Never. So we kept on moving.
So we finally got to Death Valley and the roads looked fine. Maybe the alert was for another side of the park. After all, Death Valley is the 5th largest national park in the US.
Look at the sky. Just look at it. Just look at it. Along the way, we saw Devil's Cornfield, and then we saw the dunes in the distance. Finally, we arrived to the sand dunes. Time to let our worries aside and have some fun in the sand. It was even more comforting seeing other people heading out to the sand dunes. That gave us even more confidence. Yeah, I was out of breath. And of course I would fall up the sand dune. Peep the sky.
After about an hour of playing in the sand, we decided to head south to the lowest, hottest point in the northern hemisphere, Badwater Basin.
We actually thought it was going to be a little difficult getting there due to the previous flash floods, but we got there fairly easy. And when we got there, we saw one other couple, but they were leaving as we got there. They said, "It's all yours." Is that a good thing or a bad thing that we was there by ourselves? And these are called salt flat, and they actually taste like salt too.
Complete silence out at Badwater Basin. Nobody's here, just the wife and I. Complete solitude. And just listen to how quiet it is out here. You don't hear a thing out here. Not an animal, not wind, not cars, nothing. And we drove through an entire, flash flood to get here.
3 puddles.
Ain't no puddles. Streams.
Oh.
That wasn't still water, that was flowing water.
Oh.
All right. Death Valley, 4th National Park.
All right, so hear me out. I had a plan. First, we were going to leave Badwater Basin an hour before sunset, and that would give us 45 minutes to go down Badwater Road. Then we would head east to Shoshone and back northeast up to Pahrump.
All right, 7:55. We should be clear of all the flash floods, right? Have you ever tried to drive out of a valley trying to beat the dark and you have no idea where you're going? We definitely didn't consider the fact that it did rain earlier in the day. There were road closures also.
My wife and I reporting from Death Valley, and it is 8:43 p.m. and we almost made it to our destination to get outside of this park to find out that there was a rock slide, and it was bad. We should have recorded it, but trust me, too busy freaking out. So now we have to backtrack through Death Valley. We're the only people out here for miles. We got at least maybe another 40 minutes before we see anybody else.
With no signal, by the way.
So we're on some Blair Witch shit right now. Just wanted to report this. We're probably about 4 hours away from Vegas. This is going to be very interesting. And it is pitch black. You can't see anything out here. If I turned my headlights off, we would be in complete darkness.
Yep.
So yeah, just wanted to save this one for the memories too. It's been a very interesting trip.
Very.
All right, hopefully we see you guys on the other side. Stay tuned.
Earlier on the way to Badwater Basin, about an hour away, we saw an inn, so maybe they could help us figure a way out.
Check in again. Go ahead, baby.
Man, now we're stuck in Death Valley. The place we originally drove through is completely underwater. There's rock slides on the other two ways, so we are stuck. Now we gotta go check. Thank God they got an inn here.
Yeah.
Now my wife is gonna have to go on there and basically put on a nice show. Can you do it, huh?
Yeah, I can do it.
I don't know. Think about Vincent being born. Think about something to make you cry.
Look, I'm already terrified as it is, so we got each other. That's all we need.
And that's all we got.
They said something. I said, all we have is what you see. She said, oh yeah, it's a hardship. Just tell them you was not expecting this. You're scared for your life. They should give you a room, and you shouldn't even have to pay for anything. It's a hardship. I said, okay.
Is this the place?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I bet you all these other people are doing the same thing.
Yep. All right, signing off. Oh, snap, it's on me. Signing off. Update, it is 10:33 and the little at the ranch at Death Valley would not let us that he told us that, oh, well, National State Park didn't update us. They updated us at 7:30 saying the roads are still open so you can make it. I said, but what if we don't feel safe driving? Well, somebody just made it, and they said it took them an hour, so it'll take you an hour too. I said, but what if we just run off the road or hit a boat or something? Well, it's $300 for a room. All right, thank you. The bad parts of being black. So now we're driving 6 hours back to Vegas.
In the middle of Death Valley.
In the middle of Death Valley. And it's raining here. Well, it was raining. How does it rain? We're just so lucky on this trip. Death Valley only gets, 2 inches of rain a year?
Yep.
And it rains here today. Lucky us. All right. Till the next update. Bye-bye.
So at that point, we had one of two options: pay $300 to stay at that inn, or get the out of Death Valley.
At that point, my husband looked at me and he said, I'm getting you back to our penthouse in Vegas. Watch. So we did what we do best, and we just talked to each other, kept each other company, listened to some good music, and we was on the way.
And with less than a quarter tank of gas left, we made it to a gas station in Indian Springs.
Look at these gas prices. Ridiculous. I put 6 gallons in the car, $33. We are, Indian Valley, Nevada right now. And just fought to get past Death Valley at a Chevron. A place called Terribles. Yeah, because these prices are terrible. I'm beat. I'm exhausted. It is midnight, August 1st. So yeah.
Hold up.
Update 12:31. We're on the road and somebody is definitely driving on the wrong side of the road. You can't see it, but that little white dot, that is somebody driving on the wrong,
They're on the wrong side of the
road.
highway.
They are on the wrong side of the highway. Look, cars are coming. Cars are coming. Oh shit.
Dude was gonna kill somebody that night, so I did what any law-abiding citizen would do.
Calling the police.
Hey, we called the police.
Yeah, we're calling the police.
Yeah. Can you say
Was it driving in the slow lane or the fast lane?
Well, I can't really tell. It looked like they just pulled over on the side of the road.
Yeah, he just pulled over on the side of the road and turned all his lights on.
Okay, hold on 1 second, because I created a second call and we have other calls on it.
Okay, other people have called.
Yeah, well, I got a trooper on the way, and I'm just going to add your information to it and let them know that this is the information that you're giving us, and we don't have people that are actually and your stops, what you said, what kind of vehicle?
The Nissan Road.
What color?
Black.
Black Nissan Road.
What the hell? This is definitely a National Lampoon's trip, because good grief.
Wow.
20 minutes later, we saw the police racing down the highway, but we had already dipped. We were too close to Vegas.
Finally back in Vegas.
1:30.
I feel like we haven't spent any time in Vegas. We were supposed to spend some time tonight, but I ain't in the mood to go to no damn strip tonight. I just want to get back to our suite.
Yeah, Alpin's house suite.
Go sit on the balcony
Yeah, I'll do
and
that.
laugh at because this was nuts.
At half a mile, you make on the right.
That's about right. Okay. This was nuts. I ain't 20 no more. I ain't supposed to have these experiences no more. This stuff used to happen when I was in my 20s, man. All the wild stuff, my 20s and my teens. I'm in my 30s now, man. I'm supposed to be bored. I ain't with this kind of stuff. Hey, I'm a father, husband. Life is supposed to be boring now.
No.
That's what I get for trying to act like my old self when I was young, traveling all over the place. I see why these people just sit back on a resort and don't do nothing.
And that's facts.
I get it, but that ain't us, huh? That
True.
is not us.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, well, I'm on the strip now.
I tell you what, I'm glad to see all these lights, man, because, yo, it was pitch black before.
Yeah.
I'm about to yell at the guy, I love you, Vegas! Seriously.
Shania Twain.
As obnoxious as Vegas can be.
It truly felt so good to be back in civilization, because that was one hell of a ride.
We arrived at the hotel late, so we were informed that the valet parking was full and we needed to park at the nearby MGM. Yeah, right.
We got here late. Yo, Sean, let me tell you what happened.
Tower 2, baby. You gotta go to Tower 2, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to turn in the shop.
Uh-oh.
Look, let me slip you a $10 bill. Can you help me out, please? All right, it's 2 a.m. Finally made it back to the towers. Oh my God. We even had to finagle the valet guy and give him our whole sob story. Fortunately, our vehicle had plenty of mud all over it that it just corroborated with the story we told about us being stuck in Death Valley. He saw the car, he saw the look of desperation on her face, and he basically was like, all right, man, you can go. We're hungry. We're happy to see lights. Whoa. Oh my goodness, so yeah. Yes. Very glad to be back. That's my job. Oh, but yeah.
Much better now that we're here.
It's so much better once we get to our suite. See that pH right there? Yeah. Ouch.
Sounds very good so quick.
Yeah, but you feel it when it stops. I've been driving since 7:30. We're not even that far away. That's what happens when you try to be an adventurer. Stuff happens. Things don't go as planned. I bet you I got a ton of sand in my shoes and I'm not even gonna buy my shoes. I feel dizzy. So we gonna have a few drinks and close this night out right. Never again. Fuck you, Death Valley. Fuck you.